look, I was candid with my skepticism when he became the coordinator last year. It's like, this guy's not Bill Walsh. Look at his track record. Like, why is everybody expecting there's going to be some revolution to the Ravens offense? But he's done a remarkable job. Last year, they were the 1 seed. This year, the offense arguably better. The defense is the issue more than anything with the Baltimore Ravens. So he is doing a very fine job. Whether or not that gets him head coaching interviews or a head coaching opportunity remains to be seen, because there's always more guys who want those jobs than there are jobs available. Even if 8 are available, the supply of willing and qualified candidates far outweighs the demand.
Yeah, well, listen, if there's a list, he should be on the short list of like head coaching candidates. He's done a phenomenal job for 2 years here now. You're right. The offense is there's no question. Lamar Jackson's looked as good as he's ever looked before, and their offense has everything. The only complaint you can make about Todd Monken is I wish he'd just run the ball a little bit more. That would be it. But, man, he gets people open. He's creative. He does all that. Certainly one of the guys I look at. The 2 guys in Detroit, right? Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson. They're going to be guys, short list candidates, I think, for head coaching job. Other ones that impress me. Joe Brady of the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Right? Denard Wilson goes under the radar for what he's done with the Tennessee Titans, having one of the top defenses in football. Anthony Weaver and what he did with the Miami Dolphins, I think, deserves a little love there, right? And then, of course, Vic Fangio and what he's done with the Eagles after taking a lot of crap last year, what he did with the Dolphins. The Eagles are the number 1 defense in football, and I know he's not going to be a head coach, but he's done a damn good job as a coordinator this year.
This goes back to something Darren Rizzi told me after he won his debut against the Atlanta Falcons. I got him on the phone for a while, and we just had a lot of fun. I could have talked to him for 4 hours. But I asked him, why do you think special teams coordinators don't get more serious consideration for permanent head coaching jobs? You see them stumble into interim jobs, but don't get serious consideration. The Raiders should have hired Rich Bisaccia when he took them to the playoffs and almost beat the Bengals in the John Gruden fired or forced resignation 6 weeks in fiasco of a season. Bisaccia did a fine job, but it doesn't happen. And Rizzi said, the owners and the general managers like to make a splash with the news conference. They like to win the press conference. They want to excite people with the hire. And that's the lens I think we always need to consider these names through. You could be doing an excellent job as a coordinator, but if you're not somebody that's going to get a fan base fired up, it's going to be harder to become a head coach. And so much of that, Chris, and it falls onto the media because we're the ones who put the sizzle to the names. And it's specifically the people who handle the broadcast of the games. They have, I don't know, maybe they do have an idea of how much power they have over who does and doesn't get hired. Because when you're the analyst working a big platform standalone game, or when you're the director and you keep taking shots on the sideline of Robert Saleh, for example, you're creating sizzle that's going to make it easier to sell that individual. And the more you see a guy, there was a time, remember Steve Belichick, every time you put on a freaking Patriots game, there was Steve Belichick, like it becomes its own force. Yes. And it carries a guy to a head coaching job.
No, you're right. There's great power there. You know, it's certain guys get the backing of the media. And I think what you're saying is very real. Winning the press conference a lot of the times in the era we're in right now is we want OC that had an awesome offense that, this quarterback was great under him, and that's all everybody wants in football right now. Oh, they did that with the quarterback? Oh, that's awesome. We're glad we got him, right? So that's where we are, and that's where I think right now the offensive coordinator, quarterback guru, he gets the advantages over everybody in this conversation. And I get it. 2 other coordinators I want to give love to. Liam Cohen down there in Tampa Bay. Injuries at receiver. Look what they've done, right? Drew Petzing, OC or the Arizona Cardinals. Another one. Like, not super talented offense, but a top 10 offense. He coaches it the right way. There's some damn good coaches out there. We shouldn't be shy of candidates this year to fill some of these voids. And I don't know, Mike, how many voids do we think we're going to have? 7, 8, possibly, when all said and done?
There's already 3.
Yeah.
There's already 3.
Right.
And here's the thing. With any coordinator, it's a roll of the dice that the coordinator is going to become a good head coach or not. And you could say it's a 50-50 proposition. There's only one way to find out. You put the guy in the job and see what he can do. Let's take a break. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.